Now I thought he was coming on.
Hold a minute. Should have checked sound really first, shouldn't I?
Well, you sound all right on mine.
No. Oh no.
Well, I can hear you okay.
You might have to add me on my phone as well. I'll have to. Oh no, because it's going to cause feedback. Because I can't hear a word you're saying.
You can't hear a word of me. Ah.
Yeah, but still not going to hear him then, am I?
Are you on your phone? Or your laptop?
Hold on.
Hello, Anthony, David, Tricia.
I've just thought of something. It might be all right. I don't know. Go on, talk.
I'm not. I'm making you paranoid.
No.
Now, can you hear me?
No. Got sounds up.
You've got sound now. Can you hear me? Can you lip read?
Yeah, I can't hear Simon. That's a problem, Lindsay. Settings, audio.
Bailey.
Sure.
Well, I'm sorry for this, but John can't hear me.
No.
I can hear John.
Speakers are there. Take me out a minute, Simon, and you carry on, and once I get it working, I'll come back on. Just put me in background.
Well, we was going to talk about spirits, but like I'm drinking mine, so I'm all right. Oh God! Oh, let me get the chitty up there. Oh. I think I should have turned my heating off because it's getting warm now. So where are we? We've got David, Patricia, another 10 people. So, well, gone down to 9 now. Oh, hello, Yo-Yo. Dashboard. So I don't know what's happened to John with his sound. You see, it's using these, isn't it? Mobile phones. I just use a computer and just a normal, like, camera. And then I can do everything. Is he waving? No. I can see him in the background, but Have you sorted it? No, I don't think he's sorted it yet. All these technical issues. Hello, Dave Lady. Can't you get me on his mobile phone? Oh, he's on his knees, look. Why you down there, love? Why you down there?
John, could there be cable stuck in for his audio output for the guitar?
Don't know. I'm trying to work out which one's audio output on it.
I know he does with his guitars.
There's 2 speakers. I didn't know if you were a volume on speak, because mine's got a volume on speakers. I just can't understand why they're not working.
He's just got this stuff here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Will that be taking any of it?
I don't know. I think that's for his guitar, isn't it? That?
Yeah. I'm wondering if he's plugged it into his guitar so that the audio's coming in from the guitar.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'll all right. I'll work it out. I get 5 minutes. Just put 5 minutes in chat and I'll work it.
Are you not at home then, Lindsay? I can hear you, Lindsay. We don't need a microphone to hear Lindsay, do we? Is that Yo-Yo? Yeah, it is. I think they're stopping at Yo-Yo's house. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, Bailey. Look at the dog. Well, the dog can't hear me anyway, can it? All this for a bit of sound. Did he have me then? He had me. I heard myself.
Yes, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now.
Hear you now.
I thought I heard myself then.
Oh.
So the spirit world have just told me that he's stopping at Yo-Yo's house.
It's quite correct. Hold on, I can't see you. I've got all sorts of settings up on screen. That's better. Oh, look at me hair.
Oh, look at me here. Yeah, I'm all right, thanks, Ghost Lady. So, have you recovered from Tuesday?
Yeah. Good night, wasn't it?
With that hot dog kebab?
I finished mine that night.
Well, I took mine home and had it in the morning.
Shocking.
So, have you been practicing with this pendulum?
No, I haven't. I haven't been practicing with pendulum because we've been busy. But I do want to do that pendulum again. I really enjoyed that.
Well, I'd say I've looked at my video, and the only thing I got really out of the old video was what I thought was a bit of dust, like I told you. And it was at the beginning when we were setting up that I saw these, like, a few orbs.
Oh, yeah.
And like I say, I put it down to dust because it wasn't like feathered orbs or big. They were just like small little dust orbs that people get it wrong. And then when I was watching the video, I thought it was quite strange how they never came up again.
Oh, no.
Because when a place is dusty,
yeah,
you know,
that's not going to work.
It's dusty. You'll see orbs no matter what, won't you? You'll see. Call me again.
Call you again? Again?
Yeah, that's you. You put it. Call me again.
I haven't. My phone's here.
On Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook.
John
You sure
Brown. Oh no, that's me. Audio call, sorry. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you tried calling me, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried calling you to tell you to.
Tell me to what?
Well, I had to delete my old. I put the link up for the live,
Yeah, and then you sent me another link.
and then I deleted it,
Yeah.
and then realised that I can't get back on again. I've got to set it all back up again.
That's okay.
Now, is it safe to say where we was on that investigation, or is it still a hush hush? Top secret.
I don't know.
And
I'll
then
let Lindsay put it in chat because I don't know.
Because I know we was, well, with what it was, we was told, or it was written in the contract. Was it written in the contract, or was it written in a book? Can't remember.
Well, I think it was part of a contract for hiring place.
Yeah,
I think it was written in that book.
that we was not allowed to film. So we wasn't allowed to do a live stream in it, or we weren't allowed to do a film in it.
I'm just going to go and get a drink, Simon, and I'll be back.
Because they use this place, this venue, as like for weddings. And the bride stops over there in the night. So, like, they don't really want ghost hunters in there, do they? Hey? So they put it, and I didn't find out until the last minute that we couldn't have filmed in, but we already paid for it. I don't think Lindsay found out until the last minute. But it was interesting because, like, I was a bit disheartened because I found it hard work because none of the equipment was going off. And what I was feeling, I wasn't feeling very much. And when I did feel something, and I tried to interact, there was nothing there. So, like, I was getting frustrated and bored. And then John said, we'll leave it there. And we'll have a cup of tea. Go outside for a fag. I was just telling him how disheartened I was and that.
Oh, yeah.
And the things I was feeling. And when I was asking questions, there was no responses. Or
Yeah, it gets you a bit like that. But the thing is, it's real, isn't it? We're not putting no on. So, unfortunately, sometimes it is boring. And you might only get one thing.
Well, like I said, there was a couple of things that I found interesting. Like I say, when we first started up, before you went live,
yeah,
I'm filming. From the word go, we get in there, I film everything.
I know, and I forget half the time.
All right. And like I say, these orbs kept coming along. And then as soon as we started, that was it. There was no more orbs.
No.
Or dust particles, or whatever you want to call them. Which I found very strange. And the other thing I found very strange was, when you kept nipping out for a cigarette.
Yeah, this is what weirdest thing for me
was. That place came alive with creaks, knocks, and you'd sit there quietly and you could hear like loads of creaks, lots of knocking. Sounded like somebody was walking over the floorboards to me at one stage.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you come through that door,
it stopped.
It stopped.
And then when you went out, it started back up again.
Yeah. Now, how do you explain that? And then at the same time you're trying to get into like spirits to do things, and there was nothing.
Mm.
But like I say, if we went out of the room, one of us went out of the room.
Yeah.
It,
And it
it
all
started again.
started up again. Like I say, it weren't a very active place that, but it were. There were definitely something there.
And then when we, like I say, I was disheartened, and you says, "Oh, we're going to make a cup of tea, have a fag, end the
Discuss
lie,
and discuss another plan of action.
and we'll come back in a minute." Well, we didn't really discuss a plan of action, did we? Really?
No, we just went for a fag.
I just says, because I bought my pendulum, and John had shown me this whiteboard, and early on in the night, I mentioned doing it, didn't I? And you put yes and no on the board, and then like we decided to do the pendulum, and what a turnaround!
Yeah, that were amazing, that pendulum.
What a turnaround!
And I don't care what anybody says, I weren't moving that pendulum. I know I weren't.
And like we was getting like somebody come through as Kim.
Oh, we had
And
Kim, Catherine,
Michael,
and there were another one, weren't there?
but it was amazing. I still don't know how that pendulum can do things that can amaze you. Like it can swing to a no very slowly, and then it can swing very fastly.
Yeah.
And then it can stop dead. And then when it don't want to answer a question,
it just shakes, like vibrates,
or the way I looked at the pendulum, it was going up and down.
Yeah.
When it didn't want to answer a question, and it turned into a circle. And if you asked it certain questions on religion,
it won't answer.
Or anything to do with like the afterlife, is if like moving on to the light, and things like it wouldn't answer, but to find amazing.
Yep.
Messages coming, Lynn. Or is that Nanny Lynn?
Yeah. Hope you're feeling better, Nanny Lynn. Because Nanny Lynn's not been very well.
Well, these are the only spirits I enjoy anyway.
No, it isn't. It's not the only type of spirits you enjoy.
I get interaction with this, you know.
You get interaction with other spirits.
Not as good as this. Oh,
it's not. It weren't pay week this week then.
Well, I've had a drink of donuts.
You've got roller cola this week, so not.
I always have that.
Yeah, I thought you normally had Pepsi.
No. Cola original. Yeah, cola original.
Do you know, I'm not snobbish about anything to do with food and brands and stuff like that, because I'd shop at Aldi or Lidl or anywhere. Don't bother me. But the only thing that I want is I can't drink that cola. It's got to be Pepsi. I can't drink anything else apart from Pepsi.
I can drink. Well, I just drink the cheapest.
No. It's the only thing that I won't get the cheapest one. Beans, I'll get cheapest beans I can get because I'm not paying the £2 a tin for Heinz. So I'll get a 20p tin from Aldi. But
well, actually, I do that. what I do with the beans is, because they're cheap,
Put some tomato ketchup in them.
well, not ketchup, I put tomato puree,
Oh, no, gotta be ketchup.
and then I put a knob of butter in them.
I wonder where that would go in for a minute.
Yeah, I put a little knob of butter in, bit of tomato puree.
I want to say if you'd have stopped before you said butter, there were no way that I were going to be eating beans at your house.
So, what was your favourite part of the Halloween investigation?
Mine, well,
Well,
on the
what
night the
food
girls
you
did it, I enjoyed all of it. It was brilliant. When girls went, I enjoyed everything. I mean, and they spent most at night on live. I don't think they came offline well about 4 o'clock, and then they left camera running all night.
Yeah,
So it were all good. But for us, for our night, it was Pendulum was favourite part for me.
well, that's what it was for me. Strangely enough, it's like I say, there's a couple of things that I did notice, because I noticed it live when I saw the orbs come through the camera,
Yeah,
and I didn't say out because, like I said to you before, I just thought it was dust, and I never thought about it after that. And then all through the live afterwards, I never saw any more orbs. It was only on the watch back that I thought it was strange
yeah.
that you saw these. What I would have said was dust particles.
Talking to dust.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. And until I was looking through the video, and then thought, like, well, why can't I see it anymore? And then, like I say about the footsteps and the creaks and the bangs, I thought that was strange.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Apart from investigation, it was a nice little place to stay in.
But we've got to find somewhere else.
Well, we've been contacted about one place, but we're just not really sure about it. I might have to have a word with Tim, see if he knows, because it's up his way.
Well, like I say, I want to do that fire museum again. Fire and police museum.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed a lot. There's been a lot of events happening at that fire and police museum lately. Hey, Jenny.
Are you showing any clips, Simon? Well, do I have to?
No, it was you that were on about it, not us.
Yeah, let's have a look. Oh, I could have sworn I put it in here. Well, oh yeah. I'll just presentation. I just had a look, and if I go to my folder, I thought that was a video. Camera not available. But I'm sure I put it into this folder and it's not here.
What about a new folder?
This might be it.
I hope it's not anything rude, Simon.
No, there you are. Look. This is when we first got here.
I hope you've watched these clips.
I have. This is only a 1 minute. It went off. But this is when we first went in and we're setting stuff up. It's only like a minute long. And then...
That's too bright now. All I can see is your camera light.
Now, did you see that orb?
No, go on, rewind it. Go on.
That's too bright now. All I can see is your
Just
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
you see him. Now, like it says,
Very bright, that.
look, can you see him?
Put the one better.
Okay, back again.
I saw it.
Now all I can see is your camera light.
There it goes.
There's about 3 or 4 of them. Look, can you see them?
Yeah.
Put the one better.
Can you see me? Because I'm looking at the orbs, and I'm just thinking of dust particles.
It's too
Look,
bright now.
that
All I
was the
can see is
first
your
one.
camera light.
They were the second. Then another one.
No, it's very bright, that.
And another 2.
Put the
Yeah,
one better.
going up to that corner. Look.
Oh shit, I didn't even realise I got that on.
That's too dark.
And this is it
Yeah,
figuring about with the lights.
Yeah.
Trying to get the lights
It
sorted
was
out.
difficult, weren't it?
It looks right on mine.
Oh, tell you what, let's try kitchen light.
And then like we try to set things up and mind you, I still haven't gotten the film off the other camera yet. But the place was that small.
Yeah.
Can you see what we did?
Look at us hanging Tito around light to try and make it darker.
You see, there's no more orbs coming through.
Poor John, I'm free.
Right.
So,
Put
It's
it
a
in the
whiteboard, and what we do, or what they did, is they wrote a word on it, right?
Yeah,
And then they put it so nobody could see it. Obviously, nobody. And then we asked
well, I've got that end of them.
Spirit to try and tell us what the word is, either through Alice Box or through Spirit Box or whatever. With brilliant excuses for a fact, isn't it, Dave? Isn't it, Dave?
Yes or no on that.
did you see that?
Word on it, right?
Yeah.
And then they put it so nobody could see it.
Well, turn the volume down.
Nobody. And then we asked.
Yeah,
Well,
change
I've
it
got
down.
that
Right, I've just took it back a bit. If you have a look at the top when I'm moving, there was a bit of a white light. I never noticed it before. You see
Yeah.
it?
I think it's the whiteboard. As I'm putting the whiteboard down, that light's shining down onto it, and it's reflecting on wall. Watch it. Rewind it and watch it.
on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the bloody thing in the
I'm
way,
going to put yes and no.
the volume.
So I'm going to put yes at this side,
So,
and I'm going to go and roll a cigarette and wax for a cigarette.
And they've tried stopping silent so you can see if you can hear it
Yeah, so I'm going to try that in a bit.
and nothing happens.
We've got a audio sign. I don't know if you saw girls using it last night.
It is.
I don't know.
yeah, you got it in your hand.
Yeah. I think we've gone a bit too far. I don't know. We might
Girls
not.
do it because they do it better. Oh, right, it's awful now. So, Spirit's saying no. No, the girls need to sit at home and watch and learn, don't they, mate? Watch and learn. SMGs do it.
Well, we are, aren't we? We are FMGs, me and you.
Which SMGs do it? I don't know who's on to. Can you tell us what Alice Box is saying? It should, yeah, well, we have started it. It says recluse at the minute.
Recluse.
You've gone too far.
I thought it was about here.
We need Jules to come on, because Jules puts it on big TV and she puts in everything that's happening. Yeah,
Could be.
shall see. So what do we got to do then, Sam? You want to just sit and call that and see if we can.
Yeah, just let's see what happens.
Look, watch.
Who in the
Yeah.
Whiteboard down, and it's reflection off whiteboard.
Yeah, reflected up. I noticed that now. But we could say it was spirit.
We can. It's a demon.
Yeah, it's a demon. But like, move that. But it was a little bit interesting. But I think it was more interesting at the end.
It were. It were.
You know, when we was doing that pendulum. Because what I love about it is I do it in my house all the time. I sit at this computer on my own and I video it sometimes. And I have a piece of paper and I have like a yes, like you had, and a no, no. And then at angles, I put a cross across the paper
Mm-hmm.
and I put maybe, don't know. So like when it doesn't know anything, when it starts spinning and that,
Yeah.
you know, so when it can't answer a question, I put a cross there, and then in the middle of it, where the cross is, I put like don't know, or sometimes like maybe. So it's got like yes, and then no, and maybe, or I don't know. And then I use it, and I do exactly what you do. I put my
That
hand
one.
here on the table, and I do that with my hand.
That's quite good. That one, look. That's a pendulum board.
Oh yeah,
So you've got your yes and your no's, look, and then you've got your alphabet around outside and days.
but how would it work with the alphabet?
Because it'd swing towards letter, wouldn't it? And yeah, it'd swing
Yeah,
towards
because
two.
the
Pardon?
letters are so close together.
Yeah, well, you'd have to guess a little bit, wouldn't you? So you'd have to
You know.
say, is it W?
It could be it could be three letters, the one in
Yeah.
the centre, and right and left.
Yeah, and then it could be either side as well, because it'd be swinging two ways, wouldn't it? So it could be one of 6 letters. But you'd have to try and work it out. You'd have to say, is it keep swinging till I get right letter?
What you got me was like I was like thinking stuff. Well, I thought I was thinking it, but I was saying it aloud. And it's like, well, one of the things I says was, "Are you a lady of leisure?" And you cracked up laughing, and I realised that it could mean two things, couldn't it?
What about that one then? That just says yes, no, unsure, and rephrase.
Yeah. That's it. It's just amazing. Hello, Jenny. It's just amazing how it works.
Mm.
Because, like you said, you was like, look, try to concentrate of not moving your hand.
Yeah, I weren't watching pendulum half the time. I was watching my hand and I was concentrating on making sure I didn't move my hand. And then when it started swinging a certain way, I'd look down and I'd be looking at my hand and looking down and think, well, I'm not moving. It's not me that's moving this.
And then, like you said, at one stage, it was freaking you out.
Well, it worked because it was like, it was the way it changed direction. It was like swinging like that and then it'd just go bump. It wouldn't even like go in a circle and round. It'd just stop and go 90 degrees. It was the weirdest thing ever. And it was just like, it's a bit freaky. I mean, I've worked with a pendulum before, but never to that extent.
And when I work with it, it drains me. It makes me tired.
It drained me. But then after we'd finished, obviously I stopped up, I tidied up, equipment away, didn't I? Then I went and had a cig.
Yeah.
Then I decided to finish that kebab off. So then I went out another cig, then I went to bed. But by that time then, I don't know. I didn't feel drained anymore. I felt enlightened, but I felt awake.
Break. Maybe that spirit inside you. Maybe that's like.
Oh, none of that.
Yeah. Well, that's what could happen. Because I do believe that if spirits is moving that pendulum, that they must go inside and use your energy.
I've no idea, mate. I don't know how it works.
Well, David, does it use the pendulum energy? Does it use your energy?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's
Anybody know?
I know how to use a pendulum. I just don't know how it's allegedly supposed to work.
And I don't know if Lindsay still got that thing she had that she made up so you don't have to touch it.
Yeah.
You just actually touch the was it plastic?
Yeah.
Because I said you'd have to touch the plastic for the pendulum to work, so there's a contact. You know, like how a battery works.
Mm.
It's both your energy and their energy.
But I don't know if doing that would work as well, because it'd be more difficult. It might, because you're going through another medium. It's not straight from you to pendulum. You're going from you to another stand to a pendulum. It might make it so energy's not as strong.
I don't know. I think it did work with Lindsay's.
Yeah, but it weren't swinging wildly, were it?
Oh no! But then it's like when we did it. Sometimes it was swinging wildly into yeses.
Yeah.
And then other times,
I think it was like building though, because it didn't just start swinging wildly. It
No.
built up.
it built up.
Built up pretty quick.
But then sometimes it was going pretty slow, like when we're looking at the no answers. So if it works without human contact, I guess it must be spirit energy only. See, that's why I would like to work with the pendulum, like to see if it can get the same reaction without human interaction with it. Just put it down. But then there's no energy there, is there?
No.
You know, like plastic or wood or whatever, bit of metal.
No, it's not going to have energy, is it?
It's not going to have the energy to move. But I really did enjoy and the questions as well. Like when that, I don't know what her name was. I can't remember. What was she, 70 odd?
Who was that?
The woman, I asked her age.
Oh, she was 69. Was she 69?
And I said
68, weren't she? She was 68.
I said, was she born in the
Catherine.
1900s or something? And she put yes. And then when I worked out her age,
Yeah.
she would have been born in the 18th century.
Yeah. 19th century, but in 1800s.
Yeah. And then you come up and says, did you mean the 19th century? And then the pendulum went, yes. I thought that was strange. Like, because I asked,
Yeah.
was you born in the 1900s? And it went, yes. And then you says, did you mean the
19th century?
19th century? You know, and it went to yes again.
Mm.
And I thought that was like pretty strange. And then we had Lindsay's dad come through.
Yeah. I thought the whole thing was strange, mate, to be honest, but
Yeah, because like I never knew it was Lindsay's dad.
well, I didn't know it was Lindsay's dad. It was Lindsay that put it in chat. Ask if it's for me.
And You was asking questions before that.
And it just kept going, no.
No. Well, then as soon as you asked if it was, because did we ask, is it connected to me?
No, we had said at first, are you connected to somebody either in this room now or somebody in chat or something like that? And it said, yeah. And then we said, is it to one of us in room? And it said, no.
And no, you did say, are you connected to Simon? It went, no.
No. When I say connected to me, it said no. And I asked about 3 other people, it said no. And I say connected to Lindsay. So we just went down chat. Who
Yeah,
chatted
but
first from top?
But I didn't say no to on camera. But at the time, I thought, hang on a minute. John asked if it was connected to him. And John goes out to Lindsay. So inadvertently, yes.
Well, it is, I suppose, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think he got it wrong there.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think it came through for me.
Well, no, I don't think it come through to you. But you said,
And he's not connected to me. He's connected to Lindsay.
but you're connected to Lindsay.
Yeah. But he was there for Lindsay, not for me.
Yeah, so that did throw a little bit of doubt in me, whether it was like a real. But then, like, the more we went at it, the more I like put it to the back of my head and thought,
well, the thing is, if I'd have said, are you connected to me? And he'd have said, yeah, we'd have gone off track for it being Lindsay's dad, wouldn't we? Because you wouldn't have thought it'd be Lindsay's dad coming through connected to me.
yeah, that's true. You see, I've got a
I
brother.
don't know Michael that's dead.
Well, I've got a brother called Michael that I've never seen for donkey's years.
Yeah.
I think the last time I saw him, I was about 14 years of age. And he's like an half brother. Because my mum was a bit of a slapper. Which, like, I've got another half brother.
You can't say things like that.
Of course I can.
Can't say my mum were a bit of a slapper.
Well, she was, wasn't she? She liked to put her hard a bit, my mother. Eh? I've got a brother called Anthony. He's the oldest out of the lot of us. And that was the first person that she gave her loving to, should I say. And then she married my dad. Then they fell out. And then she had a marital affair. And then she had another child and she had to adopt it. And then she had the rest of his kids. So what else can you say? My mum was an angel.
No. Did you ever meet your brother that were adopted then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came to live with us for about 2 years. And then I think I was about 14 or 15. He just disappeared. He just went and never heard anything of him again.
Not to this day. Never heard anything from him to this day.
Never.
No idea where he is, what he's up to.
No. Unless my mum murdered him and put his body in the garden. I'll have the police digging up my old house next, looking for the body.
You will have to say things like that online.
No, but he never. I just think he never felt a part of the family. Which he wouldn't do, really, would he?
No.
You know, because I've got my brothers and my sisters that all live together. And then you had him moving in to a ready-made family, which must have been hard and strange for him. And couldn't cope, but like when he moved out, we never heard of him again.
Strange.
But it's like my family's strange anyway, you know.
Well, if they're out like you, I would expect them to be.
Yeah, but we don't live in each other's pockets.
If you don't know, that'd be a bit like borrowers.
No, but like, you see people talk to the brothers and sisters all the time. I haven't spoke to my sister for nearly 2 years. I haven't spoke to my brother.
I haven't spoke to my brothers for a couple of years. I don't think really, in any meaning. I might have had odd texts now and again on birthdays, but it's not because we don't get on. It's just because we're all busy with our own lives.
Yeah, I know. But like me, I've not spoke to my own brother for at least 4 years. Well, Anthony, the oldest one, I don't really speak to him at all. I know he lives in Great Yarmouth. When my mum was alive, we used to go up and see him.
Hey, you should get back in with him. We'll be all right for an holiday.
Yeah, I know.
An holiday in Great Yarmouth.
But like our families, I'm not. We're not that close.
I don't think a lot of families are anymore. I'm not saying majority, but our family's not very close really now.
Like,
We're probably closer with each other than I am with him, but you know, I mean, Lindsay's family is very close.
yeah, but like me, I'm not. Hello, Anthony. Anyway, I've been watching this program on the Vikings
All right.
that I'm quite enjoying at the minute because I come on and then I thought, no, I'm going to come off. So I turned the live off and I got my bottle and I was just about to put it on the table next to the settee and switch the television back on when Lindsay rang up. Are you going live?
Well, I just come upstairs to put camera on, and I heard Lindsay ringing you, and I heard her saying, "Aren't you going live?" And I heard you go, "No." And I thought, oh, so I didn't plug camera in. I just left it. I thought, oh, because I'd only just come upstairs to do it. So I thought, oh, no, I'll not bother then. And I got back downstairs, and she went, "So are you going live? Yeah, you're going to send John link?" And I thought, oh, I've got to go back upstairs now. So I had to go back upstairs, plug camera in, and then I've not turned speakers on. So
Yeah, well, I was what you call it. I'm not stopping on long. I thought we'll come and have a chat and tell everybody what we did, like, and see if we can get a few donations for our next outing.
I can't get any donations. You're not monetized.
Well, it's like what I always say. It's a pay-per-view. We pay, they
Yeah, we
do.
pay.
You know, but like, there's a few places that are cheap. Well, I think they're cheap. What's that other police museum? Is it in Gainsborough?
I don't know.
So it's what we need is people to give us
The
places,
hard-earned money.
locations. Because like I know I could do Richard Felix's place, but it'll cost it.
About 500 quid.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I don't mind paying it, but for one night for us, it just doesn't seem worth it.
Well, it isn't worth it. It's like
Because we pay money, and we're not like some groups that pay that money and then do it as a pay-per-view, so they're getting some money back for it. We pay for it, and
well, no. The difference is we do it because we enjoy doing it.
we don't expect other people to pay
And we
for it.
don't expect other people to pay.
I'm not saying that our channel ain't monetized, it is, and any money we get does go back into channel. But
Well, mine's not. I'm not monetized. I
we
can.
don't expect anybody to fund it.
It's like I can. If you have a look at my channel, it's grayed out. It's got the $sign,
Yeah.
and this video is not monetized. So, like, if I wanted to accept channel members and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where they pay a month and get extra content. Because I'm not making any content really anymore. I'm just doing a Saturday Night Live and talking a load of bollocks sometimes.
Yep.
And coming on when I shouldn't come on.
No,
Yeah.
you should. You should come on.
No, not when I'm that arse.
You should. It makes my night. I think you're so funny. It's brilliant. I don't even care what you're ranting about. It's still funny. Whatever you're ranting about, it's just so funny. And you just put it so articulately.
Have you seen this new one? Because I really want to rant about this as well. Have you seen the new Marks and Spencer's Christmas?
Oh, when they've got Palestinian flag colours on things and they're burning.
Yeah, but like, it's not that. That's one of them. Well, they made that advert even before the Palestinian uprising started.
Yeah, but
And
the thing is,
apologising.
Marks and Spencer's is owned by a Jewish, isn't it? So they're actually Jewish. Marks
I
and
don't
Spencer.
know, but they're apologising.
Because it were a dig at Palestine. It was a dig at Palestine.
It wasn't
It
because
was because it were Palestinian flag colours. But when they made that, they didn't realise it were all going to kick off between Palestine and Israel. So they didn't think it'd stand out like it has done now. And
but it
now
wasn't the Palestinian colours. Right? Do you know whose colours it was?
Well,
Islands.
I don't know. It just not radio. I ain't seen it. It's just what I've heard them talking about on radio.
Get your flags out, everybody.
Get your flags out, foot
Get
lads.
your flags. Yes, just your flags, loves, just your flags. Then it keep everything else under wraps. But if you look who's got red, green, and white in the flags, not just the Palestinians. There's quite a few other countries that have got them colours in. And
Yeah, but because it's a Jewish company, or it was owned by a Jewish owner, whatever, at some point, then they're going to bound to think it's Palestine.
well, the other bit is like
It's like if Derby County fans burn a red T-shirt, everyone would know it were Nottingham Forest. But you could say, yeah, but Man United are playing red as well, and these playing red, and these, and it's not. You're having a dig at Nottingham Forest.
I would never do such a thing.
I'm just saying.
How dare you?
Mansfield.
It would be Man United. And yeah, the Christmas advert is all about do something you love. That's the motto of Marks and Spencer's, where they're burning the Christmas cards. There's a bloke playing board games, and another bloke picks it up and throws it into his fish tank. And you ever seen that, like Find the Elf, that they do at Christmas?
Oh, elf on a shelf, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they plant him everywhere. They've got a woman, she chucks him in the air, and she gets a bat and bats him over the roof. And then, like, well, Christmas is for kids, it's not for adults, is it?
No.
Christmas is for kids. You know, and they bring out a Rocky's Christmas advert, and now everybody's waiting to see what John Lewis is going to do.
Oh, John Lewis will smash it. They always do.
You know,
John Lewis at best adverts ever. Are John Lewis still going anyway? Because they shut down in Sheffield, didn't they?
yeah, they're still going. But it
Can't be as big as what they were, though.
Christmas to me is for kids. You know,
You're not first person to say that.
I love kids. I think every family should have kids.
They should.
Oh, they're great to beat.
I've got
You know.
fur babies.
You know, grab them by the ears, give them a clip across the head. Hey, it never. You can't do that now, though, can you?
No, you can't.
You can't grab them by the ears and clip them over the head.
That was just local Bobby that used to do that.
Well, the school teachers,
Mm.
you know,
Can you imagine that? Local Bobby? Well, they don't have local Bobbies anymore, do they?
no,
But
well, you
if
can't
they
say
did,
it now in front of the local Bobby, can you? You don't have to do anything. You just can't speak. Because as soon as you speak,
but when
you
you're a
know,
lad,
it's
and
someone.
Bobby catch you doing something, grab your bit here, clip your right head,
Yeah.
grab your bit here again, and drag you home to your dad.
Yeah.
If
No.
they did that now, they'd be sued and sacked and put in prison.
Well, you can't even mention Jesus anymore, can you, on a street corner?
I don't know. I've never mentioned Jesus on the street corner. I try not to mention Jesus as much as I can.
Next to an abortion clinic. Because that woman got done, didn't she?
I don't know.
Next to an abortion clinic, standing there quietly with her thoughts. And the coppers tricked her. Are you thinking about God? Yes. Oh, you're next to an abortion clinic, you nicked. Oh. And I'll tell you another thing that I found funny as well. The Post have a big rally today, no, tomorrow, right, in London.
Yeah.
All these Palestinian.
They're doing it on Armistice Day as well, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're trying to get 1 million people, right, to do this march in London, and they're trying to get 1 million people. Well, it's all I've got to say to that is, get them fucking 1 million people, fucking give them a gun, and chuck them in fucking Palestine, and fight for that fucking country, or that Gaza Strip, or the West Bank, and fight. Don't come over here telling us Britons how we should run our fucking country. Come and fight for your fucking country. Oh, that, I tell you what, it does eat me. And I've got nothing against the Palestinians. I think they're right in that the other group, the Israelis, have been taking their land off them bit by bit. It's like, if you look at the Gaza Strip, right, they've been like nicking that off them for years. Like, they supplied them water.
Not for that many years. It can't be for that many years. Palestine didn't exist before 1948.
Well, that's years in my book.
Well, it's only about 75 years.
Well, that's years.
Yeah, but it's not.
Anything
I don't know. I don't understand enough about it. I don't understand enough about it.
It's land. It's over the land. And the Israelis have been.
There's probably right and wrong on both sides, like there is, and we only hearing half the truth, if any of it.
The land got split up in, I think, 1948, and they got the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. And ever since then, there was another war, and it was worked out that, like, the Palestinians got the West Bank and they got the Gaza Strip. And ever since then, the Israelis have been encroaching on the Palestinian land. Like I said, in the Gaza Strip, they supplied the electricity, they supplied the water, they supplied this. They was kicking Palestinians out of houses and telling them to go somewhere else. And this is where Hamas was like, said, well, a fucking enough is enough. You know.
I understand that, but really, to rape women, kidnap grannies and babies,
Yeah,
is that really right?
That's their ideology, isn't it?
Don't know. I can't see any right in that from whatever's been caused.
But it's
then
their
again,
ideology.
I don't think that they should, if that's true, that are they've been victimized, whatever, then I don't think they should sit back and do nothing.
They've got no respect for women. Wow. You know, it's a Muslim country. That's how they treat the women. Women have got no respect. They haven't got a respect for a woman. you know. But it's their culture, and if that's how they want to live it,
Mm.
they live it. It's fine by me. You know,
Don't
you
live it
want-
over here though.
if you want to preach it and come over here and preach it, go on, fuck off. Get back to your fucking own country and preach it.
That is one thing I don't understand, and I'm not saying it about anyone in particular or any race, nationality, or whatever in
But it's
particular.
not racist. It's not racist.
No, but what I'm saying is when people come over to live in this country because they're afraid for themselves in their own
safety,
country because of the way they live, and then they come over here and want to bring that way over here. I don't understand that.
But that it's their ideology. It's like they've been brought up, brainwashed ever since they were kids. You know, from the moment you was born as a woman or a
Me?
little girl, no, not you. From the moment you're brought up as a girl in one of these countries,
I ain't got a bra on tonight.
you realise that you're just like there to serve men. There's more girl murders in like Pakistan, in Jordan, and in all these,
Allegedly.
you know. But like I say, I've got nothing against anyone. I think we should all live in peace on this planet. But don't go into other countries preaching about what we don't want to know. Like I said, if them people, then they get 1 million people to march on London. If you could give them a gun and chuck them off to Palestine, where they'll do more good over there with an AK-47
Mm.
than throwing bricks, vandalising buildings over here. If you look at some of the buildings and the spray paint they put on it, give them an AK-47, piss them back over there, and they can do more damage with that AK-47 than like throwing bricks at police.
Mm.
And this is my rant. People have just got no sense whatsoever.
No sense. Oh, we're not talking
No
about it.
sense.
I'm
Like
not
Mr.
talking about it.
No sense. You know, the only bit over here is because they think they can't get done. It's a safe country to do it.
Mm.
But I can't go to Pakistan standing like what their equivalent is to Hyde Park, stand on a soapbox with a United Jack and sprout Christianity before somebody comes along with a knife or sword or whatever and cuts me to ribbons.
Mm.
Because that's what would happen if I did it in Pakistan.
Yeah.
You know, but these Pakistanis think it's all right to
Well, I
go
don't
to
know about-
Hyde
Not
Park.
about Pakistan. I wouldn't just single Pakistan out and say it's them.
Well, it ain't. It's all everybody, ain't it? That don't allow things in their country, but they think it's right to come over here and they can do it here, which does annoy me.
No, I can understand that. I can understand people. And again, I don't know enough about it, the reasons why, but I can understand is why people get upset that there's a lot of mosques built over in the UK, yet you try and build a church in a Muslim country.
Yeah, and you can't do it.
So, yeah, I understand. I can see technically where that's not right, but I don't know the reasons behind it. So,
And then you got all these like, is it our fault as parents that we brought these woke kids up?
it's not our kids, is it? It's yours.
Yeah,
Kids.
it's our kids.
Yeah, none of my kids are woke.
Eh?
None of
Well,
my
none of
kids.
my kids are woke. But as parents, you understand what I'm saying? As parents, is it our fault as parents that we have brought these woke kids up? You know, some of them come from council estates and salons of them, but they all can't all be posh, can they?
No, can't all be from Mansfield either.
Or born with silver spoons in the mouth. You know, where did this woke culture come from? They say it's can't get it out now. Minority? No, not minority. A small group, they reckon, of people that cause this wokeness. How can a small group inflict so much change?
Mhm.
Is it because of the politicians? Is it their politician kids are saying, Dad, I'm going to batter
I
you?
think it's a mixture of a lot of things. I think it's parents. I think it's politics. I think it's social media.
You know, it's like people coming over on the boats. There's a thing about France that, you know, all them people died on the boat.
Yeah, it's because French won't pick them up, will they? They try and like usher them into our waters, so we have to pick them up.
Well, apparently now it's been said that the French just left them there to die.
Yeah, because they weren't going to pick them up, because if they picked them up, they had to take them back to France. So what they do is they ask them if they want to be picked up or they want to wait until they get into English water.
They did. They was making phone calls to the French Coast Guard
Yeah.
to tell them they was in trouble, and they just left them.
All right.
And they left them there to die. And I don't know if it was last week or the week before that, there was big news on it, like that we're paying France like £85 million.
I think it's closer to 3 billion or something like that.
And then, like, we had to send our lifeboats into French waters to pick them up to bring them over to England.
Yeah.
Because the French just left them there to die. Now, me personally, do I think it's right or wrong? I think personally, they when they get on them boats, they know they're taking a chance.
Hmm.
So they're putting their lives into their own hands. So who do you blame ultimately? It's them people that put themselves in that position.
Some of them people are desperate, others aren't.
I'm desperate. I'm desperate.
You can't say that every one of them that comes across is a
Well, I
fraud.
want to live in Australia, and I'm desperate to live in Australia, or I'm desperate to live in a nice, hot country where it's safe. I'm desperate.
Yeah, but you're not in fear for your life.
No, but I'm desperate to go to live in a nice, warm place.
Yeah.
Am I doing anything about it?
No.
No. And people say, well, you can't be that desperate, can you? Well, I am.
Right, I'm going to nip out for a cigarette. Just give me
Well,
5
I'm
minutes.
going anyway.
Oh, all right.
I'm not stopping on too long. I'm trying to cut these videos down because
All
they
right.
go on too long, don't they?
No, I enjoy them when they go on. Had to come back up or only going down for a
I'm
sec.
I keep getting dead warm for some strange reason. I've got to get up and turn the heating off. I've got to go to the toilet. And I want to watch me Vikings. So I love you and leave you all. Thank you for joining me and John. the John and Simon show.
Yeah.
Eh?
GSJ.
Eh? The social media magnets.
Yeah.
Or SMG. Does that? No, you can't get gobshites after that, can you?
No.
SMG. Right, I'll let you go for your fag. I'm going. Thank you all for watching. Have a lovely night. And mind the bogies don't bite.
Bye.
Right, bye.